'Tis the season! Have you been naughty or nice? Well, good luck with that resolution. You're watching Monkey News Source.
It's the Monkey News Source holiday episode! You wanted it, so you got it. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your announcer, Rufus the Studio Dog!
Oh, hello gang, and welcome to another episode of Monkey News Source. I'm Rufus the Studio Dog, so happy to be here. It's our holiday show with our very special guest. But first, it's my pleasure to introduce the host with the most. He's got the list, and he's checked it twice, and she's the one who's both naughty and nice. Please welcome your hosts, Gordon and Tamra!
Hot dog, Rufus, all right. What's
Rufus,
up?
I'm naughty and nice, and I'm Tamra. How you doing?
I have been naughty and nice, and happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays! I love this.
Thanks. This is the extent of my holiday garb.
It's like two little Santas bouncing.
Yeah, I don't like to overdo it, but I like to overdo it. I like to wiggle while I work.
You're so festive.
I do not think this thing will last the whole show though, because it's itchy and very distracting. Look at
clanging.
that. Really.
Gordon, so what
Let
do
me
you
hold
want
still
for
so we can
Christmas
see what-
this year, Gordon? What do you want for Christmas?
What do
this
I want
year?
for Christmas
Yeah.
this year?
Anything?
I got everything I really need. I don't need anything material.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go classic.
Classic.
I'm gonna say peace on earth.
Aww,
I would like peace on
that's
earth.
so nice.
And a happy holidays. I'm taking this thing off.
Happy
I can't.
holidays,
I can't.
everybody.
That's what I want for Christmas. What do you want for Christmas this year?
I just want my kids to clean up after themselves. Like, it's a mess. I just want my kids to just take care of their own business. That's what I want.
They are a total disaster.
I
And
should
we're-
tell Santa that, right? And Santa will give that to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Sit on his lap.
Sit on his in the mall.
With your list.
In the mall, right?
Go to the mall.
Okay.
Your mall Santa this year.
Yeah.
I went with Tamra to go get some mall
He
photos.
did. He came.
And he's a little bit bigger this year.
He's plumping up to get ready for Christmas.
He's getting ready for
That's
the holidays.
His thing.
Where did Rufus go, by the way?
Rufus?
Is Rufus still here?
I'm down here checking your mic cable because I'm still working, so I'm just
okay.
making sure.
Rufus the Studio Dog is back as our announcer today.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because
Because,
Arthur's on holiday leave. He's got that whole Uber thing going on.
Yeah, he
That's
so I'm
right.
filling in for him, but I still got to check the cables down here.
Yeah.
Yes. You
Good
check
job,
those.
Rufus. Good job.
So good. So you got that?
Okay.
You got that? There you go.
Good.
Good.
Okay, we're fine.
That did not look like the wrong cables.
No.
being checked. But
I'm
Gordon,
just plugging.
it's the holidays. He's
speaking
had
of
some eggnog
plugging-
already.
Speaking of plugging, real tree or fake tree?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go fake tree. I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
I heard that there's like ticks and bugs in trees
know.
now.
Well, but
That's
there-
like the latest thing.
I think there always has, but it's just people are super hypersensitive and aware of things these days, and bugs can crawl up inside because it's like nature. That's their
Yeah.
job.
It's a tree.
To hide.
So
And
you
of course they're going to be in trees.
you faking it or you're reeling
I
it
love faking it because, well,
for trees.
for trees'
For
sake.
trees. People.
Guys.
It's the holidays.
Ho, ho, ho.
Keep it clean. It's the holidays.
Okay. You know what? The fake one, because it's already, the light's already on there, and
Yeah.
I just put it away.
Right.
I don't have to restring the
There
lights.
you go. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Lots of stuff going on for the holidays. So the happy holidays to our home viewer, and thank you again for watching us here and on the Monkey News Source. And we got a great guest, and we got a lot of stuff to do.
Yes.
So I think we're going to go out and we're
wait.
going to bring out the guest right now. Let's go ahead, Keith. Let's run the package.
Our guest tonight is an actress, comedian, and writer who's been seen on The Daily Show, Broad City, Deadbeat, and Big Morning Buzz Live. In addition, she's warmed up audiences for Good Morning America, The View, The Chew, The Rachel Ray Show, and more. She hosts Lasers in the Jungle at UCB East Village and performed her one-person show, Funky Cold Katina, all over town. Her first comedy album, Hot Date, debuted at #1 on the iTunes comedy charts. Please welcome to the Monkey News Source, Katina Corrao.
All right, Katina Corrao, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you love that I had a different color hair
I
in every
did.
pic?
I'm a little disappointed that you're not wearing that hat.
Because
that hat was something else.
The door, but God.
Thank you for coming today and being
Thank you,
here.
Katina.
for having me.
Nice
this
to
is
see
so
you.
exciting.
We book guests according to what kind of shows we're doing, and I have to say that for some reason,
Yeah.
I wanted you, your spirit, and your personality on our holiday show
yeah.
because
Thank you so
you are the cheeriest lady I know.
Thank
Hands
you.
down, I've never seen you cranky.
No, and I never. You should see me when I go home. I am constantly like this.
Alone in your
there are
bathtub.
no holes in my wall.
Alone in your
None at all.
bathtub with a glass of wine. I'm so happy. So happy holidays.
Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
You too.
Katina, I mean, Tamra and I have known you for a long time,
Yeah.
but to our audience, Katina is one of the funniest, most uplifting
Very
stand-up comics on the
talented
scene working
stand-up
today.
comedy, yeah.
So if you guys ever get a chance, I'm going to plug this right away at the top.
Thank you.
Please go see her live because she is the best thing going.
Hilarious.
And we're really excited to have you here. And we have a lot of viewers who want to know the real truth about what's going on with our guests. So I'm going to open up with this question today for you.
Okay.
How did you get your start in stand-up comedy?
Great question. And thank you for being so complimentary. It's like you hear it all the time, but it still is powerful.
You never get sick of it.
I have, you know what? To be quite honest with you, I'm an actor.
Wait,
and
time
I wanted
out.
to
Who
be
are you talking to?
I have no idea.
You look-
No, you know what? I was looking right
Because
there.
you look blind, but wherever you were
I know.
looking before,
Sorry about
she's
that.
the best thing going for blind comics in New York.
What is this?
The red
TV?
light.
Red
Got
light.
it.
Follow the
Red
red
light.
light.
Follow
There
the
you
red
go.
light.
Can
There
you
you
tell
go.
how many times I've done that?
Do it again. All right, here we go. Keep the blooper, but go again.
Okay.
How did you get your start
I
in
am
comedy?
an actor.
There you go. Now look at you. Look at
I'm
those
an
beautiful
actor.
eyes.
And I started doing one-person shows in New York, and then I started doing stand-up because it was just like I was performing every night, and frankly, it was a little easier than like booking a theater and So I just started taking my one-person shows and kind of developing that into stand-up, and it stuck, and I loved it, and I love the community in New York, and here I am.
But comedy's like tough, right? Because it's a lot of time alone. Obviously, you're up on stage by yourself, but then
Right.
you're traveling from venue to venue by yourself. It can get
Yeah.
kind of lonely, right?
Sure.
A lot of lonely hours. But I understand that you're no longer alone doing this. You're finally in a relationship. Not
Finally.
but
No,
you're
finally.
you're in another relationship.
Finally, isn't that great?
And you're in a good, strong relationship. So tell us.
You
tell
know
us
it was
about
bad
that.
when people are like, whew.
Check
Never
her
thought
off
it was
the
going to
list.
happen. Yes, I have a great boyfriend now, and he's awesome.
Yeah.
And we're having fun, and yeah, I love the thing that I love so much when we first started dating. He wanted to know everything about me. He was like, "Where do you bank and what's your mother's maiden name?" I was like, "I love you."
So I hear he's like the sweetest guy ever, Katina.
He is really
Yeah.
sweet. He's an accountant, so it's his busy time. Just kidding, I don't have a job, but I hear it's his busy time. And I don't want to brag, but he like has his own calculator and desk, so he's kind of a big deal. I'm really happy that he has a job because I don't really know anything about having a 9-to-5 job, obviously because of what we do. And this is a true story. Once I applied for a job because it said 401k, and I thought that was the salary. I was like, I'll do it. It'll be great.
Not.
Thank you.
Not
No,
when you're
I
getting
found
paid.
out the wrong
You got the
way.
first
That
check.
was
You're like,
not-
wait.
No,
So
no.
so he seems like he's really into you, though. He seems like he really cares a lot about you.
He does. He said to me the other day, he said, Katina, I just want you to be happy.
Yeah.
He's like, when you're happy, I'm happy. And I'm like, oh my God, he's never going to be happy.
That's hard.
Thanks
I
for
mean, it's nice,
laughing,
but it's
but-
also. By the way, I like the touches.
Thank you. You like that little I wanted
hold on-
to,
you
that's,
hold on
that's
to me.
sort
I
of my
won't-
thing, you know?
I won't tell your boyfriend.
Well, it was just crazy to hear that you were single, and then all of a sudden now you have a boyfriend. That's so great. Like,
know.
isn't that awesome? Look at her; she's doing so well.
Yeah, 'cause
I
you're
mean,
such a
I'm
nice person.
so well. I finally booked a boyfriend. Now just if I can get a national commercial. But yeah, I was a terrible single person too. Like my last boyfriend, another true story before him, broke up with me because he said I was too nice.
Oh,
And I was like, I was so upset when he said that, and I let him know it too in the thank you note I sent him for dating me. I was like, hey, buddy.
Well, that's very considerate of you.
But I still walk his dogs. So it's good.
Well, I think one of the reasons that people like your stand-up so much that they can really relate to the topics that you use. You do a lot of stuff. Obviously, your dating life is pretty rich. But I have to say, and if you don't mind, it is the holidays. I have a little bit of eggnog. I think you look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And just
thank you.
tell us a little bit about how you stay so fit.
Oh, I stay so fit. I have been trying to stay fit well, it's sort of a new thing. I've been trying to really get healthy for the past, I guess, 22 years, it seems like. But,
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes, I'm trying to get a good angle. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not. How's this for an
That's
angle?
good. That's good.
It's a great angle.
But thank you.
I find that I look thinnest when I do something like this.
I know. I was like, oh, I'm going to be on camera? That's annoying. Yeah, well, I just
How many times, do you get to the gym? How many times do you go to the gym?
It's a good question. Last week I went to the gym twice.
Oh, that's a
which,
lot.
Thank you. Once to cancel and once because I left my umbrella there, but that was on me. But I did recently lose 10 pounds, which I'm really excited about.
Cool.
I say 10 pounds. It was actually 2 of those 5-pound weights. I literally cannot find them. I'm like, where are they? Do you guys know Soul Cycle?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Is that literally the hardest exercise to watch? I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing it. I'd be like, oh my God. This is fun.
Well, it's hard to stay healthy though, but you have to go. You gotta get like make visits to doctors.
Yes, and I don't know if you know this, but I
Yeah.
am not a fan. Unless you're watching, I'm not a fan of doctors. Because they want to know everything about you. Like, I went to the doctor, and he wanted to know everything about me. He was like, are you sexually active? And I'm like, you're a podiatrist. I'm like, are you supposed to disrobe for an eye doctor? I'm not quite sure.
Well, it's a good way to meet people. I guess, in the end.
Yeah, I'm like, mind your biz.
Mind your business.
So it's the holidays.
It is
and,
the
and
holidays.
I'm a big cookie guy.
Okay.
I like making cookies, but do you like to bake?
I do like to bake, which is the hard weight thing, because I do like to bake. And the other day I was making a recipe and it called for leftover cake slices. I was like, what are leftover cake slices? I couldn't make I couldn't make it. I was like, what am I going to do?
You're like, wait, I have to make a cake?
It's
and
Yeah.
so true.
after
So
that,
true. They're
eat half
gone
of
like
it?
that. They're so
Yeah.
Very labor intensive.
So, tell us a little bit about your work. I know you do like fill-in work for popular day shows. Like, tell us a little bit about that.
Yes.
Like, what is that?
Okay, so when you go see a TV show like The View or Rachel Ray or whatever, they have a comedian come out and kind of like warm the audience up. I am the fill-in person.
Oh.
Like
so
the
when
warm-up
that
person?
so when that person, like, let's say that person had a bad, ham and cheese wrap and they had food poisoning and then they were throwing up.
Fingers
They'll
crossed,
call
fingers
me.
crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
So it's a great way to make a living.
Wait, but let me ask you. So when you get to those jobs, sincerely, when you get to those jobs, do you have your planned material, or is it more like you just kind of show up and you feel the room, and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna riff on this kind of thing, and you're just kind of crowd pleasing, or are you doing material?
You are doing material, but it is also a little like, who's excited? It is like
getting them going.
It's a combination, really, because if you just went out there, now listen, some shows you do just go out there and you perform and you do your stand-up, but depending on the show, if you want energy in it, you'll just kind of go out there, incorporate your stand-up with.
So you can't go out there and be like, man, today was just a bummer of a day. Let me do my bit about the
Katina,
subway.
you have such a great personality for that. So to get people
thank you.
going and your energy, it's perfect.
Well, that's
I
amazing.
just have to like sweep a leg on someone for you.
Yeah,
No, don't tell anyone.
No.
But
Well, it must be vicious.
addresses.
I imagine it's like, a lot of liability for those kind of people who are doing those jobs, because everybody wants that job.
Yeah.
So,
and to be quite honest, the people who have been kind enough to share their talents with me, Joey Cola, no, he's been wonderful. He, it's an art form for that, like really, like it's really like an art form too. So just to kind of be in that environment and watch people like that perform is really amazing.
Is there like what's like the best moment, or is there any funny moments with interaction with the audience, like doing that? Is there anything?
I did a show once years ago, and it was like design type. How can I say? Sort of like a renovation show.
Mm-hmm.
And so I came out and I was like talking to the audience. The audience was great. And then all of a sudden they had a guest on and they were redoing a kitchen for the guest in real time.
Oh my God.
So the cameras were off and they were doing it. It was like an hour and a half, and I had to sit and talk to the audience for an hour.
Oh,
So like
geez.
I overshared.
So you're like,
knew
where are you
everything.
from?
I was like, I was like, oh hi, oh boy, are my arms like it was. I
I just took the subway, and boy, are my arms tired. Well, we Monkey News Source currently does not have a studio audience, but we will be moving to a studio someday that will
have a studio
and we would
audience.
really love to have you come back and be the main warm-up
Wow,
person.
this is
because
exciting.
That would be great. So we that it pays great.
Yeah.
Reimbursement and travel, and as many Doritos as you can eat.
Well,
but,
hey,
yeah.
come on.
Katina, I just can't thank you enough
Thank
for
you
being
so
here,
much for
and,
coming.
and
Thank
we're
you
so
so much
happy.
for having me.
Katina,
You guys, I
Would
love
Would you stick around and do like a quick segment with us?
I
Oh,
love
of course,
it.
that'd be
Yes,
great.
That'd be
let's
awesome.
do
Great.
it.
So Katina Corrao, the stand-up comic, everybody.
Yay.
Hi, It's me, Sarah Elf. With me again is North Pole comic Katina Corrao. Hi. North Pole gossip columnist Gander Van Gosling.
Good evening.
And North Pole fashion stylist Maria Ferrari.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, guys. So very excited. Only a few more days to go till Christmas.
Exactly.
So excited.
Can't wait.
Here at the North Pole, things are getting kind of crazy. Oh, wait. This just in.
What?
This just in. We have breaking news.
What?
What?
The CMC, the Bureau of Candy Canes, Milk and Cookies, has announced an emergency recall of all cookies due to a cane sugar bacteria issue.
What?
Breaking news. So, if you have any cookies, please discard them right away.
Oh, no.
Well, that's good for me. You know, at least I'll lose some weight. I'm on South Beach now, counting points too.
You look like $1 million.
Thank you.
Well, you didn't hear it from me, but I heard that this whole recall is because of a certain man with the initials SC who gallivants around the world eating way too much sweets and is near diabetic.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't heard that.
Well, you just did.
That's
I'm
crazy.
surprised he didn't say it himself, you know?
Exactly.
You know, I think it's a conspiracy. You know, remember that, what is that, the lactose breakout in 09?
Oh, yeah,
I think they're doing that again because they're just trying to have us all switch to almond nog instead of the real nog.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
It could be a conspiracy.
Yeah, have you ever had almond nog? You'll never nog again.
Nah.
Exactly. Almond nog,
nog again.
cashew nog, wine nog, it's just too much.
It's
It is
too
too
much.
much.
Yes,
What's wrong with real
yes,
nog?
That's
It's
Exactly.
right before the holidays. Why do they do this to us?
Wow.
You can't
Exactly.
substitute nog right before the
substitute
holidays.
it.
That's right.
Give me a break.
Come on.
Talk
It's
about
like
timing.
non-alcoholic champagne. Why bother?
Exactly.
Exactly.
No, you're exactly
Exactly.
right. You're exactly
So
right.
also in the news, you guys, the other big story we're talking about is that there's still ongoing harassment Fuck me.
Wait, don't say that. That's not
Don't.
on TV.
Merry
Sarah.
Christmas.
We'll just put a little beeping sound there.
Merry freaking Christmas.
Sarah Elf. We're on live TV, Sarah Elf.
I'm sorry.
Sarah.
We're in the North Pole. If Santa heard you, you know what would happen.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Sarah.
Okay.
Gosh.
Shh, settle.
You know,
I got my return train ticket standing by.
Sarah.
Thank you.
Sarah, he's always watching if you're naughty and nice.
There's just a lot of pressure during the holidays.
Santa's never going to give you gifts this year
There's a
now,
lot of
Sarah.
pressure.
Cursing on the news.
I know, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Santa.
it happens. Though.
Always watching. Always watching.
What's the next story?
Okay.
You have me on the edge of my seat. You laughing?
I'm
You okay?
just so funny. It's so funny.
Edge of my
Okay.
seat. What's going on?
This next story is no laughing matter.
All right.
I won't
The
laugh.
Don't laugh.
harassment allegations against Santa Claus keep piling up. With only 3 days left until the big day, Tammy, the elf, has the latest bombshell accusations
Tammy.
against the big guy.
No.
She says that he forced a candy cane through the hole of her advent calendar.
What?
Oh.
Wow.
Scandal!
Oh,
Scandal.
Let's take a look at that picture of
Wow.
Tammy.
Oh,
Wow!
Wow.
That's Tammy Elf.
Tammy needs to put some clothes on.
Yeah.
Well.
Although
Seriously.
you know what, I wouldn't mind Tammy's, outfit like that.
I mean, I'd lick her
tried
candy
putting that
cane
on.
if
It looked
you know
more
what I
like
mean.
a scrunchie, but good for Tammy.
Scrunchy.
But seriously, why does Tammy the elf dress like that?
Hey, Tammy the elf can dress however she wants.
Yeah, but what does she work in the boiler room, for God's
guys,
sakes?
Santa has a protocol for all his elves. That's not the approved outfit.
I mean, it's tough, because in this day and age of hashtag candy cane,
Yeah, candy
me
cane.
too.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah, but
You
it's
know?
the North Pole. It's not Hooters. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Exactly, dress
Because I know
appropriate.
for
Now, to be fair, the
firsthand
elves
how-
they do get to go on vacation. So if she
yeah?
were going to, say, Orlando or Miami, that would be an appropriate outfit.
Or maybe
You're
like
right.
For the
making
beach
extra
wear.
money on a pole. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Well,
But you know what? That would be a
Shame
good.
on you, Tammy Elf.
hard to make.
Tammy, listen. If you want to go on a pole, go on a pole. you know what
you
I
do
mean?
you,
It's
Tammy.
difficult. I've
These
taken a
millennials,
class,
I tell
so-
you, these millennial elves are ridiculous.
You've
Yeah.
taken the pole class?
I've taken a pole class. I saw the
Really?
pole, and I never want to see it again.
That's what I'm talking
The
about.
way these girls are flexible, can't do it. But
yeah, well,
good for
it's,
them.
it's very competitive out there these days.
It is. It is.
So,
I hope she's going to be nice one day.
Gand, I understand you're here with our gossip report as well.
Yes, I do
Wow.
have much gossip to report on. Now, let's see, where should I begin? Well, we all know that, have you heard that Mrs. C is thinking of leaving the North Pole.
What?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
why?
Yes, well, think about it. She's been up here for what, 200-300 years?
Right.
She needs to get out.
Right. She doesn't ever get any credit, let's be honest.
doesn't
You know what
get
I mean?
credit.
It's like, oh, I'm the woman behind the
Behind
man.
every
you know what I
great
mean?
man who flies around the world is a great woman waiting at home with a warm blanket and hot chocolate.
That's right.
Thankless job.
That's right.
And what does she get in return? No thanks?
No, nothing.
thanks.
She gets a wave on the float in the parade, maybe.
That's
Maybe.
it. Maybe, and that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All she's asked for is a little recognition.
That's right.
And a Sephora on the iceberg over there.
No.
So
Not a
wait,
bad idea.
when she leaves, who's gonna be like the new Mrs. Claus? I'm besides myself. What's gonna happen? It's like the yin and yang up here.
Well,
I
it
can't
is
have,
a
I
PR
can't have
nightmare,
Santa
especially
without,
so close to Christmas.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
You
But
But
need
you
a
wonder.
Mrs. Claus.
That's right. But you wonder. Is it forced? Is it something that they put out there just because, like you said, it's right before Christmas?
Exactly.
It's a scandal.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
Santa, if you're watching, I'm available.
Exactly. In fact, Santa,
All right.
in fact,
I don't
Santa, I
care.
believe we have 3 candidates here who could fill in for Mrs. Claus while you two sort your little business out.
That's
in order
right.
to represent the tender side of Christmas. So if you were Mrs. Claus, what would be the one thing you would do?
Me?
Yes, you.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
good one.
see.
That's a good
I
Good
would stop
question.
using the treadmill, right? Because Mrs. Claus everything is totally like, you
Yeah,
can do
Mr.
whatever
Claus.
you want. And probably get some contacts because her glasses are always right by her nose. It's
And
like
always
fix
about to
them.
fall. You know, it's always about to fall down.
Always about to fall
always
down.
about to fall down.
And I would like get a new wardrobe. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's no Ann Taylor loft here. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
Go to the
fix
mall.
No, there's
yourself
only an
up.
elf loft, and we've seen what Tammy's
right.
wearing.
Yeah,
really,
exactly.
so-
Husband is Santa Claus. You can make a wish for a new outfit,
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Exactly.
You know what
She's
I mean?
been
Maybe get a
good.
shoe closet or something.
Sarah,
yeah.
what would you do if you were Mrs. Claus?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, first things first, I would change the recipe for the hot chocolate. The cacao recipe
That's a good one.
is old news.
It is.
Not my thing anymore.
Right.
And I would switch from one whipped cream to fresh whipped cream. No more of this bottled stuff.
No,
You're smart.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
That's
Good
a
Because
idea.
good
I
one.
always catch the elves doing whippets,
Oh.
and that's unhealthy.
So
So I'm not in for that anymore.
that's dangerous.
And
What
Mary,
about
what
you?
would you do?
What about you,
Mary?
Miss
I
Ferrari?
would, you know what I would do? I would be his right-hand man. I'd be like, I'm going on that sleigh tonight with you. I don't care about you and all those million elves. I'm going to be on that sleigh, and I'm going to watch and make sure he's okay, so he doesn't fall down the roofs too hard.
Oh,
Well,
it's
I
very
have to
conscientious.
say,
Yeah.
you put up a good fight.
Yeah, I want to be
you
on
know?
there. I want to see the
Yes.
action. I don't even get to, see the behind the scenes. I want to see the action.
So with only a few more days left before Christmas, we had our green and white ball last
Yeah,
night.
speaking of action, that happened last night.
Happened
Yes,
last
it
night.
did. Every elf who's any elf was out last night at the green and white ball.
Yes, I was there.
Yes, so let's take a look at what they wore.
Oh, who wore it better?
Who wore it better? You be the judge.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dancer or Prancer?
Oh.
Oh, that was a tough one.
That's a tough one.
Prancer
I think-
is making that smile to the camera,
Yeah.
which is not easy when
He's
you
such a
have those
ham.
nostrils.
Prancer's
such
such a
a ham.
ham. Yeah, Prancer's a ham.
Yeah, Prancer, you know what? Prancer owns it.
Yeah.
I really feel.
Yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
give it up to Prancer.
Give it up to Prancer.
Yeah,
Next.
Prancer.
Yeah.
Next.
Now, coming up next, here we are.
Ah.
Sugar plum Mary or peppermint stick?
Exactly.
Oh, peppermint stick looks foxy.
Yeah, she looks foxy, but you know what? Something with Sugar Plum Mary, I like the way she's sassy.
Yeah, you know
Yes.
what? Sugar Plum Mary is comfortable with herself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? She's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like.
And you know what?
Here
She's
I am.
accessorizing. She got that nice gold bangle
Yeah,
bracelet.
I like her look.
And her glasses, too.
Oh,
Very
yeah,
nice.
she definitely-
Great.
Atomically speaking, she's on point.
She's
Yeah.
on point.
Next.
Next picture.
Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Yeti or
the
Mr.
Yeti or
Mr.
Mr.
Snowman.
Snowman.
Who wore it better, guys? Who wore it better?
You think Mr. Yeti could smile? I'm over him.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is Mr.
Yeah, he's
Snowman.
so
you know?
cranky.
He
What's his
really
problem?
is.
Well,
so
he
weird.
thinks the ladies are into it,
Well, you know
He thinks
what?
of himself as, the Drake of the North.
I'm gonna,
Drag-
I'm gonna go classic Snowman. You can't beat it.
I agree. Look at that look of hope. You know, that's what
Yeah.
I love. That's
It's like
what
almost
Christmas
like
But
he's
is he
good.
trying too hard? I
No,
mean, really,
no.
the scarf, the smile.
You know what? He looks like he's glowing.
Yeah,
Tis
he
the
is.
season.
I think that's the fire that's
I
about
think
to
Mr.
start
Snowman
behind
won
him.
it on that one.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a great red carpet you
That was
guys.
great. It
That
was
was a
it
good
really
one.
was. It was an event to be.
But it
to
was
not
a
be missed.
very good
Yeah.
event. Everybody was out
beautiful
last
Everyone
night.
who
event.
was everyone was
Well, you
there.
know, we're gonna have to go to commercial right now.
Yeah.
Coming up after the break, ladies and gentlemen, the perfect Secret Santa gift for an elf on a budget.
Oh. Well, sorry to say we are close to the end of today's special episode, but before we go, it is time for, you know what? Plugorama!
Plugorama! Plugorama! Plugorama! Plugorama!
That's right. It's Plugorama time.
Yes.
Katina Corrao, what are you plugging?
So I'm going to plug, I would love for you to come see me do stand-up host Lasers in the Jungle every Thursday night at 7:30 at the UCB Theater East Village.
All right.
Very good.
Rufus, Plugorama.
Well, I would like to plug our show, Monkey News Source, which will now be seen in Rye, New York. That's right. Isn't that right, Gordon?
That is right. We have been picked up by the Rye TV folks, and we are very excited. You can see us there 4 different times on Sundays. You can see us there at 9 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m., and 8 p.m., so please check that out. And Plugorama Tamra.
And you can, see this show if you're just tuning in and you're like, oh man, it's the end of the show. You could see it airs on Saturdays at 2 and 8, and also simulcast online, and is available on demand on the White Plains Media Facility website.
That is correct. And since this is our holiday show, I'd like to thank everybody here for joining us, especially Katina Corrao and Rufus, the dog, the studio dog. So nice to have you guys back here again. And a special shout out and thank you to the fine folks here at the White Plains Community Media Facilities. And a happy holidays to all of our viewers. And we'll see you guys in the new year. I'm Gordon Goodall.
And I'm Tamra.
And that's the whole rack of bananas.